Say this is your friend over here, and you want to describe her physical characteristics, meaning her outward appearance. What might you say? You might say, well, she's got short hair, she's tall, she's got dark brown eyes, have 10 fingers, perhaps. These are all physical characteristics of this particular person. Now, for matter, like all of the elements in the periodic table, they have their own physical characteristics, also known as physical properties. These don't have eyes and dark brown eyes, or they're not tall or have short hair, but rather they have these characteristics: the color, the hardness or melting point, the temperature when that substance melts, freezing point, the temperature and when it freezes, or boiling point. These are all potential examples of physical properties of all of the elements shown here. Let's take an example of iron. Iron, they have their own physical characteristic. It could be gray, it's hard, the hardness. It melts at 1,530 degrees and also freezes at that point as well. And then you got a boiling point of 2,980 degrees. So this iron has their own physical characteristic, and the other ones will have their own as well. Now, your friend decided to go for a little perm, okay? And then so she changed her physical characteristic, her physical change. What was her physical change? It was just she went to go get a perm, and now it was straight, and now it's curly. She's still the same person, isn't she? For matter, they also go through physical change. It doesn't mean that the composition of themselves change. It just means that they're still in itself, but there is a physical change that occur. And those physical changes are phase changes or shape changes. For example, we're going to take iron again. If we go through phase changes, that means that iron has the ability to go from solid, liquid to gas, or from gas to liquid to solid. So these phase changes does not mean that iron has turned into complete some other substance. Whether they were solid or gas, they are both iron. How about if you were to change the shape of the iron? So you have a chunk of an iron and then you grind that up into a fine powder. No matter what, it's still iron, and that iron stays present. So that's what I mean by physical change. To summarize, I'm going back to the physical property, or physical property is what you see, what that physical characteristic of element will have, whereas a physical change is when there is a shape change or when there is a phase change. It still stays intact as that particular matter, but it just looks different. Now, there is a chemical change or chemical properties. So this person has their own, your friend all has her own personality as well, not just outer appearance, but if you were to describe her, you could also describe her personality. That might include being outgoing, very adventurous, humorous. These are her physical or chemical properties. What about the chemical property for elements? For elements, it's the ability to form one type of matter into another. Can they change into something else? For example, ability to rust. Not everything is ability to rust. Like iron, for example, yeah, that one is definitely ability to rust. But if you take fluorine, you can't rust a fluorine. Fluorine is not even a metal, so you can't rust that. Ability to burn, okay? Iron cannot burn. Iron can rust, but it cannot burn. And ability to react with another chemical. Not everything is going to react with another chemical. It might just stay intact. Like neon, for example, they don't like to react with other chemicals. So these are all potential chemical property. It doesn't mean that the change has been made. It just means that they have the ability to do so. So for example, like this person here, they have that outgoing and adventurous and humorous chemical property. That doesn't mean that they're doing all of those right now. So we've already talked about iron. Iron being ability to rust means that when it reacts with oxygen and water, it forms into a different compound that incorporates iron in it. Cannot burn with iron. And then iron could react with sulfuric acid, forming into this. Okay, now we go into chemical change. What do we mean by chemical change? So this friend of yours is outgoing, adventurous, and humorous. Well, what made you conclude that? That's because they went, say, traveling. Okay, they travel a lot. They go fishing a lot. They go hiking a lot. They even try to go up to the moon. Okay, shows really outgoing and adventurous character, doesn't it? Now, for chemical change for matter, well, it's where they actually do the actual change, right? Where what the ability to have is actually taking into place, and now they have formed into a different matter. So rusting, meaning they're in the process of doing that. Burning is a process of burning and reacting with other chemicals. And we've seen this equation before. It's when we talked about the ability to do so. So chemical properties, yes, they have the ability, but they're not doing it yet. And the change in itself now, they're doing in the process of doing it. So with all that in mind, let's do a learning check. I'd like for you to pause this video and try to do these multiple choice questions and come back and check the key. And here is the key. Let's try this one. Read the question and choose the best answer and come back, check the key. And here is the key.